Hello everybody, Chance Reynolds here. Today I'm going to show you a demo of a tool called Shine Ranker. If at any point during the training you want to go over and check it out, you can get there by going to juicyranker.com. Also, if you decide to actually purchase and get in to Shine Ranker and use it as your tool, you can pick up my bonuses, which will be automatically delivered to you. If I can get to that page. That's not the one. Here we go. Yeah, so you can get the step-by-step process that I use to chase trends on YouTube. It's a really, really great way to grow your YouTube channel. I've been doing it recently and I've gotten a ton of growth. If you've watched my channel, you know. I'm also giving away a traffic rampage course, a checklist of 18 free traffic generation strategies, and an email course as well. Let's jump right over into watching the demo. I'm going to be reacting to a demo today that is given by the creator of the tool, and let's jump over there. Let's get started.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Chase Renner, and today we're going to be talking about how to earn money with the ultimate viral content tool called Shine Ranker. Now, this tool helps you create content and go viral on places like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and more. I'm going to show you how to get started with it today.
And if you don't know, if you're going viral on one platform, you can very likely go viral on another platform. So it's a great idea, instead of just using this tool just for YouTube, you also repurpose the content everywhere. Hopefully you know that and you're practicing that.
And I'm going to show you how you can get set up as a VIP and all of the things that you're going to get by becoming a VIP right now. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to grab an account. If you don't have an account, there's a couple options. You can either go and grab one of the monthly packages starting at $59 a month, or you can just get the annual pass. The annual pass is basically a yearly pass, and it's about $390 a year. What that gives you access to is pretty much every single tool in the platform, along with a bunch of other really cool stuff, like our private chat group. You get access to a boot camp that we're going to be doing on the 25th with live Zoom calls, but I'll go into all of that.
And the boot camp, and I'm sure he might go into it. I haven't watched this video yet, so this is like an actual live reaction. The boot camps that he puts on are incredible. That's where I learned something that I call the Opus method. That's allowed me to just generate tons of short form videos and hand the entire thing off to my VA, who just is crushing it over there. We're putting out 5 pieces of short form content per day, and it's completely 100% hands off using the Opus method that he teaches in these boot camps.
That in a little bit. First thing I want to show you is just how the tool works. So there's a few different things on the tool, and we're adding new features into the tool as well that are going to really blow you away, I think. But first thing you want to see is the dashboard up here. So this dashboard just keeps track of all of your different projects. A project basically keeps track of all of the keywords and topics that you're going to be tracking. Okay, so if you wanted to, let's say, show up for different things around AI on a place like TikTok, you can actually keep track of all of the things people are searching for around that topic. And I'll show you what I mean. So first thing we have to do is click on Add New Project, and we're going to select any sort of name we want. We're just going to call this AI Project, or let's say my channel name was AI Man. And if I had a website URL, I could put that in there as well. We'll just create it like this without a website, and we're going to select AI Man. Okay, so now this is.
And if you're just coming to this looking to create short form content, like a lot of people are, the reason you'd want to have an actual URL there is if you're building an actual website that you're trying to rank on Google for certain keywords, and you're trying to track the progress of the articles and everything that you're writing to actually rank for those things.
My project here. Now, here's what's really cool is you can actually add writers or video content creators inside of this dashboard as well. Let's get some topics though first. So for that, we're going to click on keyword research here, and we're going to click on enter topics. Now, what we want to do is we want to type in some topics that we think we want to go viral for. So let's say we wanted to go viral for things around AI or AI tools or making money with AI. And what's going to happen is ShineRanker will go and start.
And notice like how he like stacked those out that were related terms. You don't want to put like 3 different terms in there. You want to like build upon it. So like for this specific video that you're watching right now, if I was looking to rank this for keywords, it would be like Shine Ranker in the first one, in the second box like Shine Ranker review, in the third one like Shine Ranker bonus, something like that, where it's actually the keywords are kind of building and forming more long tail keywords, as they're called, like as you're moving down.
Finding us some topics.
But you're not required to do that, but that will just help you like find different, maybe less competitive keywords, let's say. But you can just put in one keyword if you wanted.
Topics that we might want to show up for. Now, one of the things I want to tell you while this is searching for topics here, you can see this is loading up a bunch of topics, is that the majority of teenagers now and people from the ages of 20 to 30 are now searching on platforms like TikTok over Google. Okay, so that means that platforms with short form content are being preferred more than the Google search engine now with certain age ranges. And so you can actually show up on these platforms for these different terms. And we can see how many people are actually searching for these terms every single month. So we can see that we have 246,000 people searching for AI image generators or AI images generator. And we can actually go and show up and rank on a platform like TikTok for this actual phrase just by creating content and doing some search engine optimization for this actual topic. Now, when somebody thinks of search engine optimization, they used to just think about it in terms of Google because Google was the main search engine. Now, if you look at all of the different search engines like YouTube, right, you can search for things on YouTube. You can search for things on TikTok. You can search for things on Facebook. Now you can actually do search engine optimization for those platforms, okay? So here's a bunch of topics we got, right? We got a ton of different pages of it. Now, what we can also...
And that's not necessarily applicable to all the platforms. Like, I don't think, at least not in my experience, and I know I haven't done it, people are trying to like rank for SEO in an SEO way on like Facebook Reels, maybe Instagram to a certain extent, for sure TikTok, but I don't know, Facebook Reels to me, I don't think the SEO play is the play there.
So do is we can select here this little check mark, click on update selected difficulty, and we can actually see how many people are actually competing for these topics. Okay, so usually the green ones are the easier ones to show up for. Okay, now we have a couple different options here.
And if you're interested how you can get in front of like trending stuff like that that has low competition, the difficulty on this is low. It's incredibly valuable. Just check out my channel, like, subscribe. I show you exactly how like I hijack traffic on YouTube. That's also, you know, the step-by-step bonus that I give if you go through Juicy Ranker.
We can either click on track selected keywords by selecting the different keywords we want to track in our project, or we can select all of them and click on track. We can also just track only the easy keywords. I just clicked on track easy keywords, and now you can see I got only the ones that are in green, so I can work on those ones first. Now, if I go back to the keyword tracker over here, you can see these keywords are now being tracked in my dashboard, okay? And those will be saved in there. So if I go and switch to a different dashboard, and then I switch back to this one, I will be able to get access to this project. So I can have multiple different dashboards with different keywords and topics in it, right? All right. So now one of the things I can do, as I told you earlier, is I could actually outsource these keywords to somebody else. Let's say I don't want to create content for these, but I want somebody else to create content for them. What I can do is I can select the keywords that I want somebody else to create content on, and I can actually assign these keywords to a writer. Now, I actually have to add a writer first, so I could...
And I can tell you, if you got AI Affiliate Suite by Chris Derenberger, if you ended up getting that, you can get that at tastyfroglegs.com. This is like kind of the strategy that I'm going to be using with Shine Rankers, where I'm taking these keywords that I'm going to be going after, like launch checking stuff. assigning them over to somebody to use the method that's taught, the ChatGPT method, to come up with like these SEO optimized articles that are just like copy and paste ready, like don't even need to be like looked over. I'm going to be handing that off to a VA so I can just go after, unlimited amount of content and keywords.
Could say, okay, this person, his name is Bob, right? Add writer. And now I'm going to assign those keywords to Bob. Please enter a valid assignee name or select. Select these again. Oh, got to click on here. There's Bob. There we go. So now Bob is assigned to all these keywords, right? And what I can do is I can actually have Bob go and start writing content for these keywords. So if I click on Bob here, when I click on share, I can send him this link and he doesn't even have to have a login to the dashboard to view these keywords, or he shouldn't. Looks like there's an error here. We're going to have to add this to the developer. Obviously, you could just give them access to your dashboard as well within your dashboard. But the point is that you can have somebody else write this content if they're going to be doing some sort of content on a blog or something, or if you wanted them to do content in terms of videos, you could send this to them as well. Now, if they're going to be managing this, you can have them switch the progress or the status to done. Let's say Bob just made a video for artificial intelligence generated images, and then he can put the link to
and that would be an example of a long tail keyword versus just like artificial intelligence being like just a regular keyword.
That video right here. So let's say it's a YouTube video or a YouTube short. You can have them add that video URL there so you can go check on it afterwards. Okay. Now, next, there's also rank tracking in here. Right now, it's just for websites. We are planning in the future to have rank tracking for YouTube videos, but we don't have that yet. Again, we have a lot of things planned for this tool, and I'll talk more about the plans in the future. You can export all of these as well as a spreadsheet or a PDF, however you want. And we can also update the difficulty as well if we want to recheck the difficulty and see if there's more people competing for this stuff in the future.
Yeah, so like if you don't want to give a VA the access to the to the actual tool itself, like with the login, and you don't want to try to, or like if that other way that he was sharing it is buggy, it's so easy to just like download a PDF and just shoot it over by Facebook Messenger or something like that. Like that's typically how I communicate with my VAs, is just Facebook Messenger.
Future, okay? So you can also change the language if you want to find phrases in different languages. So like if I wanted to search for viral topics in Spanish or in Russian or whatever I want, I can also change the location if I'm doing location-based searches. And I can export as well over here. But that's the first part of this tool, really just getting some topics that you want to create content for, tracking those topics within a dashboard like so, and then you're going to start creating content for those topics, right? Now, where you create the content is up to you. You can create the content on TikTok, YouTube. I recommend that you create content on a ton of different platforms, right? So the more content you can create, the better. And ideally, you could actually create a long form video like the one you're watching right now, and you can actually use AI to turn that long form content into short form content. That's actually one of the features we're building into the tool next.
And that's like a really cool thing to have built in, because that's the Opus method, is using a tool currently called Opus. And Chase is going to has his developers like in the middle of developing his version that's going to be more geared towards that method than Opus actually is. A way to like chop these long videos just by URL, like grab a YouTube URL, throw it into the back of the Shine Ranker tool, and it will chop up and split up your shorts automatically with titles optimized by AI. It's great.
Let me actually show you what that looks like here. I think you'll be pretty blown away. One of the features here that we are working on, trying to get you a screenshot. It's loading over here. While it's loading, here we go. So You basically enter in a YouTube video or any sort of long form video that you want, and ShineRanker will turn it into short videos. Okay. And so you could ideally take a long form video about the top, AI chatbots or AI image generators, and then you could turn that into multiple videos that you could go and rank on different platforms, right? So you could go viral multiple times.
And this would be a great reason to give your VA actual access, as I'm thinking about it, to the back end, so they can just do all this in the back end. And it's a way that requires such a small amount of precision. Like, you can go so broad with it that you don't need any double checks. You don't need like a lot of training to teach them how to do it. The tool does it, and you just spit all of it out, and the people and the algorithms will just pick the winners versus the losers, and you can just put out way more content.
Okay. Now, next thing we got is the traffic checker. This is only working for websites. This is something we want to have for places like YouTube at some point, where you could enter a YouTube URL. But right now you could enter in something like chaserunner.com or shineranker.com or any sort of website, and this will give you ideas on what people are showing up for. And I'll just give you a disclaimer here. ShineRanker originally was an SEO tool for just Google. We are now changing the direction of the tool to be more around any sort of viral content. Okay. And so that means, again, getting views and traffic off of places that aren't just Google. But the cool thing is, because Google still is technically the largest search engine in the world, a lot of this stuff that you're going to be seeing, a lot of this data is going to apply to the lesser platforms as well. So for example, if we see 22,000 people searching for this every single month, there's going to be a very large amount of people searching for this on other platforms as well. Okay. And so you can kind of use the world's largest search engine, Google, as a baseline or as a metric to know what's going to be happening on a lot of the other platforms too.
Yeah, because like some of the tools, like for like TikTok and stuff like that, there's not an accurate estimate of like how many searches are happening for terms. At least if there are, I haven't been able to find it.
This tool here, Shine Audit, you can enter in a website. Again, this was originally for our SEO side of things for Google. This will actually show you a bunch of different things that are wrong with the website. If the website has analytics, or if, there's any sort of issues, if they're missing meta tags and all this other stuff. Content editor. So this is something that
he kind of brushed over that audit piece, but that's like an insanely great feature that this tool has, that you can look at your websites, your competitor websites, potential client websites. If you're doing like SEO, local SEO, trying to get an entry way with a local business, that's a great way to do it. You audit their website. The tool will tell you where the kind of like content gaps are and what the issues are with the website, and then you could suggest to maybe fix some of those for free and then upsell to fix the rest of them.
Actually, we were working on getting a new UI for this, basically a user interface, but we put a hold on that temporarily because we wanted to build the AI video editor before that. And so we actually have a new UI waiting to get published. It's a couple days away from being published, but this tool basically will allow you to generate content using AI, and it'll tell you how likely you are to show up for a certain topic based on the averages that you might want to hit. So what this will do is it'll actually take a bunch of different websites that are ranking on Google for a topic. Let's say you want to look for AI image generators. Let me actually just give you an example here. So let's say we wanted to go for one of these topics. We want to go for AI chatbot. Now, what this tool will do is when you enter in this phrase, it will go and scan the top 10 websites on Google, and it'll actually tell you, what are they all mentioning? What are the average words they have on their website? What are the average, phrases that they have? How many images do they have? And then you basically hit those averages based on the data that you get, right? And so as you hit the averages, as you become better and better in terms of the content that you have, if you start hitting the averages, you want to score like 100 out of 100 score, you're likely going to be able to show up for those same topics. But this also applies for things like TikTok videos and YouTube videos as well. You can actually take content like a YouTube transcription, right? Like this, let me show you here. And if this is showing up for a certain topic, right, I could figure out what are the things that are being mentioned the most, and I could go and try to rank for that topic based on the averages, because I could take the transcription and go see what's in there, right? And then you could basically create a script for yourself based on the averages, right? Create a script for myself on TikTok just by trying to hit certain averages, right? Leads list. This is basically a list of leads that you'll be able to get by putting a widget on your site. If you wanted to put an opt-in for somebody to get an audit for their website. Again, we're going to skip that for now. Chat. This is Chat GPT integration. So a lot of the reason why people have been signing up lately is because they're able to get access to Chat GPT without having to worry about the tool being at capacity. If you go over to Chat GPT, because everybody's trying to access it for free, a lot of the time the tool goes down. Where we basically have VIP access to Chat GPT because we got approved as with a developer account with Chat GPT. And so because we pay them for access, we get priority access, right? And so basically, if you get into ShineRanker, you get priority access to ChatGPT without ever having to worry about the tool going down. And so I could say, as we saw over here a second ago, we wanted to show up for AI chatbot. We could say, write us out a TikTok script for how to earn money with an AI chatbot. And then we could actually take that script, plug it into the content editor, see if we're meeting the averages. If we're not, we could have this. We could kind of change some of the stuff to better hit the averages, and then we could go and read off that video and create a video from it with TikTok, okay? Or on YouTube or wherever we want to create content on it. Here he goes. Says, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make money with the AI chatbot. So I copy that, bring it into the content editor, and I could have ChatGPT write out the entire YouTube video, right? So this is the first part of the video. I could have it expand on these different things till I hit the average, and then I just read off the script for my YouTube video and even my shorts, and I could probably rank that video on YouTube as well, okay? AI keywords is something that we were working on. We kind of put on the back burner. We want to put more time into this, but basically what it does is it uses ChatGPT to predict keywords for you using, again, AI. And so if you wanted to look up something like AI chatbots, ChatGPT will predict what other keywords people are searching for around that topic. And you can click into the keywords, and then it'll actually give you, if I click on research, it'll give me even more ideas. And then I can actually go and look those things up and multiply the searches within keyword research. One of the things we were thinking about is actually having a multiply or AI generated keywords within this actual tracker. So basically you would click on the AI generated keywords, and it would actually add them inside of this tracker that we already have. But again, we can only work on so many things at once. And right now the priority is getting the video tool out because the AI edited video is going to help us like crazy.
Yeah. So the AI video editor, I think, is the most important piece of this tool. It's really, really close to being done. I imagine that they're going to like raise the prices. I don't know. That's kind of typically how they've done it, as it's gotten more robust and it's gotten bigger and better. The price has gone up, but yeah, I definitely dig the tool. I can highly recommend it. I also think like one of the biggest bonuses that's kind of not discussed in this actual tutorial is that you are going to get access to the actual coaching calls. They do the Zooms 2 times a week. You'll get that boot camp for 8 weeks. And I'm not sure, but typically they're providing you with access to the past boot camps as well. It may not be all of them. It doesn't really matter because they're become more up to date all the time. They're following the trends with short content. But yeah, if you're interested in doing that, jump over to Juicy Ranker, get in. I think it starts this upcoming Tuesday. So I hope to see you in there. Love you guys.